Well, Brooke, I tell you, he didn't have much of a reaction. He was clearly upset. The biggest reaction we saw from him was when he turned back to his wife, Patty, at one point during the proceedings, and he was clearly looking into her eyes, and they were both upset. His wife, Patty, immediately after the first count was read, dropped back into her seat and was clearly upset as the verdicts were read one by one, with, as you mentioned, the lion's share of them being guilty. He is now looking at spending a considerable amount of the rest of his life in jail, assuming even if this judge sentenced him concurrently because of the amount of charges that he was found guilty on, 20 years just for the wire fraud charges. So clearly a lot of emotion, as there always is, as a verdict is read, but no different today. In fact, the jury seemed very emotional. They were upset when they walked in to some extent, and it's tough on jurors. One woman had her eyes closed for most of the proceedings. None of the jurors would look at Blagojevich. He was straining almost to get eye contact with all of these jurors, but nobody would look anywhere close to his direction.
That's interesting about the jurors. Let me ask you, in terms of the next couple of months here, Ted, what is next for Blagojevich? Presumably he goes, obviously, ultimately to prison. For now, I imagine he's headed to jail. And in terms of sentencing, when does that phase begin?
The sentencing date hasn't been set. The judge has ordered a pre-sentencing investigation. Blagojevich is free still on bond. The government did ask that he put up his house and secure the bond, and there's been some travel restrictions. He can't leave the northern district of Illinois, meaning basically the Chicago area, without permission from the judge. The judge did say, if you want to go somewhere, ask me, and I may let you go. But at this point, he is to stay within the Chicagoland area until he is sentenced. But he is free on bond, so going home tonight.